Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to be doing an About Us episode. This time we are doing top 10 favorite movies. Not in order. So let's begin with Emily.
Thank you. Right, yeah, like Tess said, not in order. So first one's Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, wait, before I say that, I've tried not to pick the ones I picked for my childhood movie favorites. One,
I
episode
cannot
three.
even remember what I
So
chose. So if I repeat myself, I apologize.
I've tried to go something completely different. So Guardians of the Galaxy, I think everybody knows that that's like my favorite MCU like group of characters, movie. I mean, it's so amazing. So sad it's ended with volume three, but yeah. Never Been Kissed. That is something I recently watched like last year, and it is so good. It's really funny. Absolutely love Drew Barrymore in it. You should check out the non-spoiler review. Yeah, would recommend. It's a bit, yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about it. But yeah, While You Were Sleeping, it's my favorite rom-com.
A bit creepy.
Everybody else here
I
loves
know, that's what I thought as well. I was like, I had to do a double take. I forgot that you were listing things, and I was like, what do you mean while I was sleeping?
Yeah, it's such a nice story. It's funny, but it's also got that romantic aspect to it, which is what you want when you watch a rom-com. Ever After. It's my favorite adaptation of Cinderella. It is done so well. Yeah, that's another Drew Barrymore one. Yeah, I think that's the last Drew Barrymore one, so don't worry, guys. Three Idiots. I hope Grace has got that on her list because she gave that a 10. But it is amazing. It's got something there for everyone. It's not like when people probably watch the trailer, they think it's just going to be a comedy, but there's a lot more to it. And the songs and the scenery and the characters, it really all just comes together and makes such a good movie. The Lord of the Rings, yeah, I haven't read it yet. I still have the books on my table, just still haven't read it. So, that's really bad. But the movies are really good. The whole trilogy is really good. Yeah. Avatar, again, it's just like one of those ones that if you haven't seen it, then it's like really shocking because what is it? It's the
I still haven't
top,
seen
it's
the
the,
second
it's okay. It's on Disney Plus.
one. Go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, it's such a unique story. Infinity War. I know loads of people like Avengers Endgame better, but Infinity War was so good because it was like the soundtrack was like one of the things that was just really good about it. But also just seeing how these characters like they're all off on their own little adventure trying to save the universe. I'm guessing nobody's seen it, so but 27 dresses, absolutely love it. It's such a good story. And the fact that she's been a bridesmaid for 27 times, it's just like, seriously. And the last one, The Lady Vanishes, which I don't know if Ellie remembers it. Do you remember
I don't think so. You said that and that did not ring any bells. I was like, let me
Oh,
have a look.
it's a black and white one. It's a mystery about a lady who vanishes.
Yes.
But yeah, it's not something I would have watched, but I did give it a try and it was really good. But yeah, it's a really good mystery. You'll never guess what on earth happened. But yeah, hopefully that's like a really nice mix of top 10 movies from me. But yeah, I think Grace.
So my top one is Indiana Jones, and the first one is always the greatest. So this one was basically my childhood. I love the action, the character. He's amazing. The adventure is unbelievable. Like you could just imagine yourself being in it. Like it's just really cool. It's such a cool story. like fighting bad guys, and there's a bit of like supernatural in it, which I really love. So it was really cool as well. The second one is The Jungle Book, like the Disney classic. I loved it when I was little, but I still love it now. Love the songs, love the animation. It was a good story, and yeah, I really like it. And this one, I've put for my third one is Spider-Man No Way Home. I like Tom Holland. I'm not saying the others aren't good, but I'm just saying I like this one. I like all the villains coming back. I like that we bring in the Spider-Man came in, and yeah, it was really enjoyable. I loved it. Fourth one is Harry Potter. Definitely the first one. Really love it. I sometimes rewatch the films again on Netflix, and it's just a really cool story. Love the magic, love the action, love the story, love the characters. They're quite funny as well and quite good. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Robin Hood. I don't know why, but sometimes I like re-listening to the soundtrack. It's just really adventurous. It's very different compared to Disney films, but I really like the story. Mary Poppins. I just recently rewatched it on BBC iPlayer, I think, but it was just really nice just rewatching the whole thing again. It was really magical, and the character is perfect in every way. And yeah, my seventh one is Silence of the Lambs. It's mix of horror and psychological thriller. I definitely recommend it. It's such a great story, lots of plot twists, and I like the story of like the young heroine trying to find a killer, but to find him needs to get in the mind of another killer, and it's really good. And I love the chemistry between them. It's really great, guys. Definitely recommend it. Even if you're scared of horror, just watch it. Definitely recommended. Eighth one is Home Alone. I know it's a Christmas film, but I watch it. I sometimes watch it even during the summertime. It's just so funny, and it's really good. And yeah, it's a great Christmas film, but yeah, it's really funny. My ninth one is it's an old film. It's called It's a Wonderful Life. Not many people have seen it, but it's a really touching film as well. It's very open-hearted. It just reminds you how much life is worth living, and you should value your life and all the people you have in it. It's really good. And another one that I think it's one of my favorites, I watched this in film class, and I think it's a really good film. It's called Vertigo. It's a crime film, like a detective is trying to look into a woman who think could be possessed, but then he's starting falling for the woman, and it's really good. A plot twist in the middle, but it's really good. I really like it. Definitely recommended.
Hello?
Obviously there are a few on here that I've probably repeated from the last time, but I'm gonna try my best. The first one, obviously, again, in no particular order because I'm too indecisive. Seeing Coraline was a horror kid, loved things like that as a child. It was definitely up there with my favorites. Harry Potter's, love the books, love the films, are one of my favorite kind of like based. Yeah, love them. It's not much to say about that. Zootopia, one of my comfort films. Such an easy watch, such like a just a good film from Disney, and I love it. I literally watch it all the time. Men in Black, again, the series because I'm doing this, I can't pick what films I like, but staple from my childhood, and again, comfort film. Kingsman, kind of the same vibe. I like my little action films, just like the comedic, but also kind of still very serious action films. Treasure Planet, very underrated film. I love it. I think it definitely deserves more hype, but it's up there. And then obviously anything Marvel. However, the first one that came to mind, and everyone hates on it, and okay, fair enough, but it was Age of Ultron, simply because it's the first time I get to see Wanda properly in action, and it's the first time you get to see her interact with everyone else, and kind of it's just I feel like it's a good film, but then a lot of people are going to come for me in the comments, and I know they are, but it's okay. Let me have my interests. The Blind Side. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but incredible film. If you haven't, go watch it. It is incredible. I watched it in sociology, and I loved it since then. So I've watched it quite a few times since then. Back to the Future is again another comfort film for me. Any of them I could watch at any point in the day. I love them. Every time I go on holiday, they're always on some kind of streaming service. So I always get to download them, and they're always on when I'm on the plane or something like that. And then the last one, again, I don't know if a lot of people have watched or are going to be very interested in it, but The Book Thief.
Yeah.
I really, really, really want to read the book. And I remember, I think it was just on possibly during COVID time, just on TV, and I watched it for the first time, didn't know anything about it or anything, and I ended up loving it. So I am really excited to read the book when I finally get a chance. But those are my 10.
Right, my turn again in no particular order. My first one, not first one of my first ones is Hustle. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's with Anne Hathaway and I forgot her name, Rebel Wilson. Oh, them two together was so funny. I really loved it. I think I watched it about 2, 3 times because it was very funny. Um, Another one is Mean Girls. It's an old one, but a classic, you know. Love Mean Girls. My other one is Legally Blonde. Of course, that's another classic. Very nice. Next is Get Out, from Jordan Peele. I love his movies. Out of all three of them, Get Out was my favorite one. I'm not saying Nope and Us was bad, but Get Out was my favorite. I think I have watched it about 5 times because it was that good. I'm not gonna lie. Next was Lucy. That's with Scarlett Johansson. That's about how you can use like
Yeah.
100% of your brain capacity and stuff like that, which was quite interesting to see. Um, and then I also liked Knives Out. I remember when that first came out on Amazon Prime. I was like, I want to watch this, and it was pretty good. Like very unexpected climaxes there, but very very good. A funny one, Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. Those ones are good. I think the second one came out quite recently, but that one
Yeah.
was really funny and really good. Parasite, the Korean one. Oh my gosh. I remember when people used to hype up about it, and I was like, what is this? And that was the first ever Korean movie I've ever watched. And it was really, really good. I love that. So for me, I really like thriller movies, so and mystery sort of things. So yeah. And another classic is Shutter Island. Love that one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Very nice. And again, I'm always thinking like it's just a movie that makes you always think, and you're like, well. And my last one is Don't Look Up, again with Leonardo DiCaprio and what's her name from?
Emily, I think we just died in that situation. I can't
Yeah.
lie. That's a horror film. We both just went, first to go.
It's not a horror film. It's actually I think it's sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Yeah.
Wake Me Up.
Well, I'm
No, Don't Look
assuming
Up.
when you look up, you die.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
With
well,
Jennifer
Emily and I are dead.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jennifer Lawrence. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good. Because I'm not a really big fan of like sci-fi, so like those sort of type of films. But it came out really well, and it has a really, really good meaning behind it. I guess it kind of applies to today's society as well. So the fact that like what they're trying to imply to our like sort of generation of this, yeah, it was pretty cool to see that. So definitely a very good film I would recommend. So those are my top 10. Yeah, well, I guess that all concludes about us and what films we sort of like. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.